Alright, folks. So, I want to take a few minutes and talk to you about something that's been on my mind. Now, when you and I were growing up, if you're in your late 30s, when you and I were growing up, we had all this gangster rap, and Eminem was just coming out, and I said that they being all the adults back then, saying that he was a bad influence on the kids of America. Talking about popping pills and killing his girl and his mom and every fucking buddy else, and just all the shit he was saying, and that in combination with a lot of the other artists that were around at the time that were being ostracized for their choice of lyrics. But there's not a lot of people that are from my generation that were affected that badly. I mean, there's always a few bad apples in a bunch. There's always going to be some that are going to be affected by that music, but sure. Thank you. But for the most part, everything that everybody was afraid of back in the day, everything that everybody was afraid of was going to be the influence that was a negative influence on the children who grew up into adults. It didn't happen for the most part. We're progressive people, a lot of the people that are coming into Congress, that just came into Congress, that are going to be running for Congress or are running for Congress or any kind of, political position. A lot of the newcomers, well, pretty much all of the newcomers, are from my generation. We're products of the 80's and the 90's, So I think that's something that we should maybe take a look at, the fact that everybody's fears from back then just weren't realized. Everybody had them, trying to tell us what we can and can't do, listen to, say, think, feel, act, speak, whatever. And I just don't think, personally, this is my opinion, may not be factual, but from everything I've seen, the things that really hurt people in their lives are the things that we are still dealing with, things like racism, discrimination, whether it be based on religion, sexual preference, color, creed, whatever it may be. Even I get discriminated against. It's not just cut and dry as you might think, So, just think about that, think about what we went through as kids, what we listened to as kids, what we watched as kids. For Christ's sake, kids these days don't even believe that Hitler really killed all those millions and millions of people. They don't believe that Joseph Stalin killed all those millions and millions of people. They think Auschwitz was just a town. is what they think. It's sad. It really, really is sad. I recently was at an event where a Holocaust survivor spoke. One of the few. I mean, there's, I think, only like 5 or 6 remaining Holocaust survivors. And one of them spoke at an event I was at recently, and it just, you could feel his words, I mean, just, we didn't grow up to be the people that they thought we would by listening to the music that they didn't want us to listen to. In essence, that's the point of this whole video. So I think maybe we should go back to doing things the way that we did back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you think? I guess you think it's time for a nap.